here I am with Marinade. But first, you need to tell me, and even though you have the you need to tell me this cosplay. Tell me about this cosplay. This is incredible.
It's not a cosplay at all. I have like a team T-shirt that we printed for Breakpoint back in November, and we just brought these hats to be visible in the crowd. So
it's very visible. I love it.
We wanted to buy something more decent, but we ended up with like these tall ones. But you know, in the end,
but where is your hat?
It stands out. It's like the people, they like broke it because it's like a super cheap one, you know.
God.
So yeah, we need a glue to repair it, to fix it. Yeah.
Tell me, explain to me then, like, why the hat? What is your project? What are you doing here? Also, like, more about each of you individually.
Right, we are here from Marinade, and Marinade is doing liquid staking on Solana. So actually what's interesting is that it started a year ago at the hackathon. So it was a Solana Serum hackathon back then, and it all started like a bad joke, because it was like four or five people on Discord, you know, from Russia, Argentina, the Netherlands, the Czech Republic. They met on Discord, and they decided they want to do something about like the way the stake is spread across Solana, because back at that time it was only 11 validators having enough stake to hold the network. So Marinade was like, let's do something about it, and let's help the network to become like more decentralized, more secure. And so that's what we did. We did this thing called liquid staking, so people can actually stake their SOL. They can put it in to secure the network, and at the same time they get something back, a token called MSOL, and with this MSOL token they can participate in DeFi and even buy NFTs, you know.
What? This is awesome. But wait, so I think this is crazy that like it began from a hackathon.
Yeah.
And now you're the second biggest Solana project.
Right, yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah.
But also, why Marinade? The name.
Marinade, yeah. Why Marinade?
Why Marinade?
Tell me.
Well, you know, so it's about staking. What we're doing is a liquid staking. So we feel like, you know, like the best way how to prepare your meat, how to prepare the steak is to put it in Marinade. And yeah, what we like to say also is that Solana just tastes better with Marinade.
Oh my God,
Right.
that is brilliant. Yeah. I love that. Wait, this should be your slogan.
Yeah, we were working on it.
I love it.
Yeah, so that's why Marinade, you know, because like you put something in Marinade so that eventually it tastes better. So that was the idea.
So tell me a little bit about your journey. So hackathon and Discord, and now you're here.
Right, so yeah, a year ago we went through a hackathon, and actually at the end of the hackathon we realized that there is this another team doing the very same thing as we did. So we found the people and we wanted to grow the team, they wanted to grow the team, so we talked and they were like, we are after the same thing, and this is crypto, this is like Web3 world, so why are we like, you know, against each other? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So we decided to join the efforts, and we merged with this other team.
That's so cool.
And we were like, yeah, let's go. So that was a time where we met actually the other co-founders of the team from Argentina, from the Netherlands. And from then on, we were like, if we are going to do this, we are going to do it in a special way. So we didn't take any VC money. We didn't do any private sale, any public sale. We like delayed it all to first build for the community any product to give them out, and then to like justify what we're doing before there is any token out. So it was this like painful but like special approach from the community grounds up.
That's super cool. I feel like that's super Web3.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And that's the wonderful thing about Web3. In fact, I would like to ask you, what has been, I guess, a game changer coming into Web3?
I think like it really opens a global coordination that defies borders and authorities, especially like in today's world. So we are coordinating with a team that is able to like align about one single thing.
All over the world.
Yeah, without their president telling them what's true and what's not.
Yeah, and even like the standard is like everything's open source, everything transparent. So even like the feedback loop is super fast. So that's what I love about the whole space, is that you just learn so fast. And it's like everybody's building on top of each other instead of like in silos, you know, doing things privately. So it's more like collaborative effort. So yeah, that's really cool about the space.
Yeah, I feel like that's a general consensus about Solana in general. It's like the community aspect of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like community is having typically, and I'm coming from a gaming background, more like the users or the consumers, and we are transforming them to contributors. I think Marinade has grown from like the initial core members to now over 50 contributors who are like some of them full time, some of them part time, some of them just like for one single task. And yeah, that's basically like what we love to explore, because when I'm talking about a coordination machine or this Web3 approach, we're trying to really manifest it on Solana, not just being like a typical small team, but opening stuff up.
Right.
Yeah, the collaborative process. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And you were talking before. You said that you had a good story about NFTs and how it relates to Marinade, and I think you need to tell me now.
Yeah.
I'm dying. I'm dying here. I need to know.
So I think we need to like first lay down a couple of points. NFTs are really cool. They are essentially like Web3 culture. They are like engaging, fun, open the door for artists to get like funding or like proper monetization, even through royalties, and that's super good. But so far, DeFi and NFT scenes are being kind of like separated, and we're gonna merge that. Marinade is DeFi project that needs Web3 style governance, which is open and verifiable by everyone. So we're gonna do just that with our token. But when you lock the token into governance, we issue you a cool looking NFT with all the rarities and stuff. So in a way, we are connecting an actual capital in form of our governance token with a social capital. If you put your NFT picture, your chef as your PFP, everyone can clearly see what is the position you have on the table, or what is your skin in the game.
Yeah.
Because we are even like tiering the amount of locked tokens, and your NFT is gonna look different based on the amounts locked.
Okay, and it's going to be randomized, generative?
Yeah. But like, you know, it's cool because like now for the first time maybe you can like go through the Discord and you will see all the users having like different, you know, pictures, and by the size of the picture you can kind of like imagine how you know big that guy is betting on Marinade, like how big he is in the governance. So if he's saying something on Twitter or Discord, like you will know that you should pay attention because like this guy is heavy in the governance.
He's all in.
Yeah, like he's all in, exactly. Yeah.
There are like a couple other angles. Like Marinade, what it's doing is liquid staking. So you lock something to decentralize the network, and you get something back that you can then use in the rest of the DeFi as like a collateral or something. And basically, this is replaying the same pattern. So you lock your governance tokens inside the governance contract, but you get the NFT. And if you sell that NFT on like Magic Eden or somewhere, you are basically selling the whole position. So it's unlocking the locked liquidity again.
That is super interesting.
Yeah.
What? This is I like this. I'm super happy like I got to know this. But I need to know like what do they look like? What do these NFTs look like? What do these PFPs look like?
I don't think we've revealed that yet. But
oh my god. Alpha. We need alpha.
so maybe to bring some insight into that, at the very start of the year, or like throughout the last months of the last year, we've rebranded Marinade from like the initial let's say approach to like a fun diverse branding environment with like animals to really show that Web3 is for everyone. There are like a couple different animal chefs. We've kind of played with typical Solana neon colors and toned them down a bit to stand out. And now we are taking this branding what we created for like the web application into the NFTs. So there will be like cool looking
different animals, you know, like
animals.
different creatures. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Like, you know, we have snake, we have crab, a shark.
Oh my god.
You know, and like these guys are all in the one place. They're after making Solana better. And the centralized, it's like what unites them is this purpose, and that's why they are all in Marinade. It doesn't matter if you are, you know, a mouse or a shark or a crab, is that you care about Solana, like what makes you in Marinade, and that's why we realized that we need to do these NFTs like in this sense to just have everybody on board, because Marinade is just this like fundamental part of the ecosystem. if Marinade is doing for Solana, like making it decentralized, secure. So it's like a public good, really. So
I love that. I love the fact that everyone is different, but everyone is welcome.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And everyone is wearing a chef hat. I'm assuming.
Yeah, of course. But different sizes.
Of course, depending on your contribution.
No. That's just like size of the animal.
Not the.
You will see. You will have like a baby, which is you are just starting, and you can grow it by locking more tokens into like a.
You can grow
like
it. It gets bigger and so on. Yeah.
It's genius.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I mean, even on the Discord, right? We have this channel called Food Corner, and that's just people just shooting like their meals, their lunches and dinners and everything. So it looks like a bit like an Instagram, timeline. So yeah, it's funny. Like this all meme, like cooking meme and everything. It got the community going.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. Like Web3 should be fun.
Yeah.
Right? Like we should be doing like serious stuff and hopefully like taking the power of money away from the governments back to the people. But also like it should be fun. It should be enjoyable. It should be like culture.
Well, that's what I fell in love with Web3, and I think what most people fall in love with Web3 is the power it gives you, not only financial freedom, but also the power to be yourself. And I think Marinade really kind of captures this.
Right.
And I'm really excited to find out more. I have a question though. Is mainstream adoption something that you want for Marinade? Are important for everything?
Yeah, so like we feel that Marinade is once again like this infrastructure level for Solana. So in the end, we believe that like instead of Sol, the Sol token to be used out there, we might use MSol token, which is like the Sol but staked. So it's accruing in value. It's a yield-bearing token. And you can use this MSol just anywhere instead of Sol. So you can use it as collateral, you can add it as a liquidity, you can buy an NFT with it, you can even exchange it on FTX. So it's like an entry-level point for people from USD all the way to MSol already. So they are buying in staked Solana. So we are thinking that, yeah, in the end, it should be like the ultimate unit of account of Solana, hopefully.
And that's for like the users.
Right.
This is really about the utility. But then we are talking the Marinade DAO, and that should be like approachable, open, without any gatekeepers. So this is what we are trying to do. Anyone can buy the token and start pushing like what Marinade should do in governance or in Discord. And since we will be connecting with the NFTs, you can just show that you are in.
And we said like from the beginning, like we didn't do any private sale, any public sale, and we said the only way to get the token is by contribution. So we launched the token with something called a fair launch. So the only way to get it was to provide liquidity or to contribute to Marinade and get some like tokens this way. So it was like no like investors in, no like early investors. We're trying to distribute a stake across the ecosystem, like no matter who you are and where you come from.
Yeah.
Okay, so final question. Okay, my grandmother, let's call her Josephine. My grandmother knows nothing about Web3. How do I get her? How do you convince her to opt for Marinade? Grandmother
I'm not sure that it's entirely up to Marinade. I think that should be a joint effort by Solana and Marinade and all the NFT projects. We're actually just starting to talk to other DAOs and build these onboards for users, for DAOs, for validators, and this is how we want to, from the infrastructure level, want to build pathways to Web3. But we're not the culture at this point. I think the best way for us is to collaborate with people who are long on culture and want to push the direction.
Yeah, but what I would tell your grandma would be like,
tell my grandmother.
Like, do you have a savings account? And she might be like, yeah, I have a saving account. Why do you have a saving account? Because I want interest rate on the funds deposited, but they are locked in there. And then do you have a wallet? Yeah, for sure I have a wallet to pay day-to-day things. And I would be like, so imagine that we would turn your wallet into this savings account, so you can still spend it anytime you want, but it has this interest rate, your money in your wallet are growing in value. So that's what Marinade does,
That's brilliant. There you go. I think my grandmother Josephine would very much be into this.
Yeah, we'll be happy to have her.
And the NFT.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And the NFT, yeah. She might be a nice octopus, on Discord and Twitter and so on,
Who
right?
doesn't want to be an octopus?
Right on, yeah.
Just as long as we get the chef hat, that is all. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. But I also want to say thank you so much, guys. I don't know if you want to add more, but I think like what you guys are doing is really fantastic, and I'm so happy that you're able to share this with me. First of all, like why are you here?
Like when we were on Breakpoint in November, and why we are coming here as well, like it's the vibes. Like you just see everyone building, everyone like hacking, talking to each other. That's the spirit that like it's really really rare, and it's specific to Web3. It's not about we are competing, but instead like how can we build together something. This is like really enjoyable, and we like want to be part of it, and we should be like as big part of it as possible. Like we are positioning ourselves like infrastructure, public good. So like we want to talk to you, come talk to us. Let's build something together. That's I think the key point of being here and having this hat.
Also, how can people find you?
Yeah, so they can go like, we are at Twitter, so at Marinade Finance is on Twitter, on Discord, and they can even reach us on Medium, where we post some blog posts. I would say that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
Maybe at a Hacker House event in the
And
future.
the Hacker House event in the future, that's for sure. Like, yeah, that's for sure. We are like distributed again, so yeah, we'll be happy to meet anybody and happy to help if we can.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks a lot.
It was really, really wonderful.